Let's talk about behavioral questions. So these are questions that ask you to describe how you behave in certain specific work-related situations. So some examples might be, tell me about a time when you had to deal with a difficult customer. How did you cope? Or tell us about a time when you had to manage workplace conflicts. How did you manage the situation? So such questions might be challenging because they are very broad-ranging and open-ended. So you might be at a loss how to start or how much to cover in answering the question. So for this purpose, you might want to use the STAR framework to help you to organize your points. So STAR stands for STAR. The S refers to the situation, the T refers to the task, the A refers to the actions, and the R refers to results. So you start by describing the situation or to give some background or contextual information. What was the challenge? What were some difficulties that you faced in that situation? So highlight some of these challenges and complexities. The task will of course be about the problem that you're trying to address, the problem that you're trying to solve. And it is important that you specify the actions. What specific actions did you take in order to perform the task? And finally, what some job seekers might omit to mention would be what kind of results did you deliver for the bosses? So always remember that we are hired, we are paid a salary to deliver results. So always emphasize, highlight the results that you were able to deliver in the situation. So some examples of results you might want to mention the sales revenues or the profitability or any cost savings that you achieve, any improvement in customer satisfaction levels or the productivity levels. Just one tip, when you are explaining the results that you delivered, it will be clearer or more impactful to express this in terms of percentages rather than absolute numbers. When you give the absolute numbers, the interviewer might not get a sense of the scale, right, that you attain. But when you give it in percentage terms, it is clearer what was the impact that you achieved. So for example, if you say improve the company's sales revenues by 20%, that would be a clearer description as opposed to just saying that I brought in an additional 6 customers. So it gives a clearer sense of the scale of the impact that you were able to deliver. The other tip that I would want to share with you when you are answering behavioral questions or when you're using the STAR technique is that try not to give examples that are too commonplace, that are very expected or very standard in the industry or in the job. Try to mention examples that allow you to illustrate some degree of difficulty or complexity. This is because when you only mention about situations that are very commonplace, or you give examples of work issues that are very standard or recurring, it might not be easy to impress the job interviewer who feels that these are part and parcel of the common issues that anyone will face at the workplace. So it is not really a very big a deal that you are able to solve the problem. So try to illustrate with a situation or a problem where there is an element of significant challenge or complexity to show that you are able to add value to the company.